Forces act on the universe and in the end produce a result. A force is a
When an object is moved or touched, or even as it stops, a force is applied. Forces act everywhere, producing certain results. The movement produced is proportional to the force applied. When pushing an object, the stronger the push, the more quickly and further away the object will move. And the fainter the push, the more slowly the object will move away while covering a smaller distance. Friction is the force that stops objects from sliding when in contact with one another. For example, when a car is moving and a force is no longer applied on it, sooner or later the car will stop due to the friction caused by the wheels coming into contact with the road. Magnetic forces are the result of magnetic material that acts on objects made of steel or iron without touching them, either by pulling them or pushing them away. Gravity is the attractive force that pulls objects with mass towards one another. On Earth, gravity pulls everything towards the center of the planet. Objects that are more massive have a stronger gravitational pull, which is why your weight on the Moon, an object with less mass than Earth, would be smaller than that on Earth. We can determine the strength of a force by looking at mass of the object involved and the acceleration of motion, that is, the rate of change of an object's speed. Motion takes place when something changes its place or position. When a man runs, he is in motion. As we can see, forces produce motion. There are different types of motion. For example, when you're on a swing, you will go back and forth, or if you are on a seesaw, you will go up and down, or when a golf ball is being hit, it will go out on a straight line. Objects in motion also have a direction. When a bee is in the air, it may change its position going on different locations, left or right, up or down, forwards or backwards. Whether an object is in motion or not, it has a certain location. Location is often given with reference to another location. So while the Earth is in constant motion, for example, the UK is always in the northern hemisphere, while South Africa is always in the southern hemisphere. Sometimes it is necessary to measure how much an object has moved, or how far away something is. We call this magnitude distance. For example, when talking about someone's height, you may say that she is 5 feet tall or 7 feet tall, depending on the distance between the ground and her head. Time is the amount of instances something takes to go from one place to another. We measure time in different units, such as seconds, minutes, hours, days, years, etc. Speed is the magnitude that tells us how fast an object moves. If two objects travel the same distance, but the second object takes less time while doing it, then we can say that the second object travels at a greater velocity. The study of forces, magnitude, and motion is fundamental to understanding how the world around us works. Without it, travel, complex machinery, and life as we know it would not be possible.
Forces act on the universe and in the end produce a result. A force is a dynamic influence.